Ah yes, here we are. Back in the old Haligtree area, where we got the old Glovewort. Lovely stuff. We've got a purple item up there, but we've also got two pests just chilling out. Kindred, I should say. The pests might be the little ones. We got their attention. That's good. A good start. And now we can deal with them, hopefully. Well, there we go. Wasn't the cleanest start to an episode, but well, to a session, I should say. But we're getting warmed up. And we're snatching a rune. Good. We needed more of those. So is there any point to being over here, or should we just head in towards the church? I mean, there's nothing else around here to grab really, apart from a Ghost Glovewort 8. No, control sticks being a little flaky, as is tradition at this point. That's not entirely what you want when you're about to go into a Malenia fight. But do we have much choice right now? We're kind of running out of other things to do. We're up and across. Work our way back up to the top of the church. Oh, there we go. There's the holes. So we can jump onto here and down. Excellent. Good. And we're above that bugger who was being a pain before. And his little friends, who are all going to be a pain. But that's the big boy out of the way. We're actually taking quite the beating here. But these little ones go down pretty easy. So that could have been worse. And we got our Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman, which could just replace our Dragon Crest Shield Talisman 2. Let's have a look. Yeah, slight improvements all around on the old physical damage negation. Now we've got that lad on this side. Hello. And do we need to worry about ground floor lad? That's a question. Do we need to worry about Tandy terrorising poor Yuki and Sami? That could be more of an issue. Wait, stop that. Awful buggers. Now, what was that item out here? Was it anything good? We'll find out, because everything's dead. The answer is no. One Aeonian butterfly. So we make our way down. And Wes is pretty much at the threshold now. We could finish the game this session if we beat Malenia. Has he beaten Rykard? He hasn't. He's barely scratched the surface of Volcano Manor. So he won't have done every Great Rune. We did beat Mohg though, didn't we? We did. We beat Mohg and we forgot to adjust Wes's eye colour. Yeah. Back to base. There we go. Can't keep these red eyes going when Mohg's good and dead already. Suppose while we're here we should probably also do a bit of levelling. It's got to be more strength really, hasn't it? More bash is what we need. Now back to the Haligtree. Let's maybe do something crazy and actually use some of our consumables. Have we only got 5 cookery? Is that all we've picked up throughout our entire adventure? That's ludicrous. I guess they can't be crafted, can they? No, certainly not by us. Not a whole lot of crafting that we can do. Cursed blood pot. We can make a few of those. We've got 3 ritual pots. I'm just thinking about phase 2 when she goes into her flower mode. It'd be nice to be able to do something whilst she's out of range. So maybe we'll throw some pots at her. And now, what might we want instead of Taker's cameo? Might stagger occasionally, get back a bit of health. Or maybe just more stamina. That could be useful. Ah, stop stuttering on me, controller. I need you in one piece for this fight. Yep. First attempt is always tricky at the start because of their desire to just get in there. But let's just stagger the heck out of it. Right, so she's doing that over there. Ouch. I always forget about that final step. Now, let's get in our physic pot for a bit of the old stamina boost. Don't go after my arrow slinging chunk, go after me. Except don't go after me, just get staggered. Nice. It's looking good. Right, so that's phase 1 out of the way, but we're low on health. Need to dodge this attack properly. And then throw some pots. Not even sure if any of those connected. And now she's gonna wreck us up with her magical abilities. But we've got jump attacks. Ah, she's grabbed us. How much health does she regen there? I feel it's probably quite a lot. Oh, and then she fucking hits us because the lock-on... When you get grabbed, you lose lock-on, and then it just wouldn't lock back onto her, so I couldn't see which way to dodge. That sucks. Also, I think all those pots just missed. Maybe they were too short range. Maybe we should be just throwing knives at her. I'd like to throw cookery at her, but I don't know if 5 of them is enough to get her to bleed. Can you buy cookery anywhere? That's something I'm not familiar with. I would guess the answer is yes. Actually, scratch that. I've done some research. Let's go see our friend in the Weeping Peninsula.
Trade again.
Now, what can we sell you that's worth a bit? Some of them. If only I'd thought to do this before losing those 30,000 runes in a arena. But hey ho. Might help. Although I'm wondering now if our ancestral follower is just going to be too fragile. Although if he just stays away from it. She really rushes you on that first attempt, whereas on this second one I might be able to get in there before she can close down, and therefore my ancestral follower might stand a chance. Let's see how we go, shall we? Well, we got her attention. That's good. Out of stamina, so let's get some of that back. Might come in handy. Oh. Yeah, still don't know how to dodge most of that. Well, 2 attacks there was greedy. But hey, we got a crit. That's good. She's still getting distracted by the follower, which is nice. Ouch. Ah, bollocks. And then she just hits 3 attacks in a row and kills you. So it's Farum time on old Sam. Let's see what progress can be made today, shall we? Oof. Well, that's gone worse before, so we'll take that. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Coming through, don't mind me. I said, don't mind me. Look, am I going to have to deal with you lot? Because I'll do it. Maybe. Or maybe you'll deal with me. Either way, someone's getting dealt with right now. Nice. Ah, controller's playing up again. I've literally just finished another session where the controller was absolutely a-okay. But now, nope. Honestly, makes you despair. Right, Beastie Boys. Bring it on. Yeah. I feel like most of Farum is not going to be a challenge at this point. We are very strong. Alright then. Fucking stuntman over here. That's fair enough. Right, Banished Knight, what have you got to offer? Is it more than the Beastmen? Doesn't look like it. Nah, not really. Time to beat the duo with a bit of help from our friends. Honestly, this fight's a piece of piss with Banal on the side as well. But Banal's a good, trusted friend, so let's bring him along. Ouch. Right, now if you'll just give me a second, please. Thank you. Wait, stop that. Stop using my own weapon against me. Yeah, should have rolled out quicker. But either way, that's skinny down. Oh, come on, we were well out of range of that. And a nice moment to relax. There's a dragon head in the ceiling. That's kind of cool. And there goes Fat Boy once again. Seems to be more eager to come back than Long Boy. It's probably that whooping that we gave Long Boy that caused that. And here he is again. You'd think he'd have learned by now. But no. Well done, friends. Black Flame Tornado, that could be fun. Ah, but you can only put fire or flame art on with it. You can't use blood with the Black Flame Tornado. That's a shame. We could put Poisonous Mist on and then we could put blood on it. Now we could do the old poison and blood combo. That could be cool. But yeah, it's time for a quick detour, I think. Because we don't appear to have killed old Rykard yet. Grab ourselves a nice Serpent Hunter. We're going to need that bad boy. I mean, it is possible to kill Rykard without it. I just don't fancy trying right now. And where are we? We're over here. We're standing in lava, I think. But that's probably fine. Knocked down there, but that's probably okay. Yeah, phase 1 done. Good job, everyone. Right, come on, Snake Face. I'll stagger him for a second. I'll stagger him some more by the look. Shame we can't just crit him in the face. We can keep whomping him with the old special attack. And yeah, down he goes. Lovely stuff. Even with the gold Scarabon, we only got 1.5 levels worth of rune. Cheap ass Rykard. Now, more decks. Should probably go and report back to town. That was necessary for something that's going to happen later on. But for now, we can go back to the old Dragon Temple in Farum. Got some more beastmen in our path. Yep. You do your thing. That's cool. We'll just wait till the camera wakes up. And then you can get dead. Doggo can just get dead. Wasn't expecting to need that second hit, but hey ho. And then, yeah, we can just waltz through this bit, can't we? Excuse me, pups. Can they follow us down here? They can. Clever dogs. Not clever enough. If they were clever, properly clever, they wouldn't have followed me. Oh, that's the Dragon Crest Shield +2 down there, isn't it? We don't really need that, given as we've already got the Great Shield version. I figured given their general whirly-twirly nature, and of course all the massive blood loss, the Twin Blade should be pretty strong against these birds. Nice. And there comes the next one. Ah. Okay, that one put up a good fight. That one is Probably not so bad if we can catch it by surprise. Although if we got them both on us at once, then that could be awful. Especially if it's just going to time all of its attacks perfectly to just keep jumping out of our way at the right moment. Too confident there. Should have pulled one of them over to us. Dealt with them one at a time. These birds do remain the worst enemies in the game. Oh, especially if our lock-on just randomly disappears. That really doesn't help. Now this bugger just doesn't seem to want to get hit by our arrows half the time, which is a bit of a pain, but we got there. Yeah, come on. How many hits do you want to take? There we go. Now this guy drops down, doesn't he? So yeah, that gives us an opening. And this guy is actually pretty weak. Ah, God. Although, if we're not locked onto him, he just moves around too fast. And that's not ideal. There we go. Now, this is the bit where we get cocky and get killed, isn't it? Or do we do it cautiously and win the fight? Maybe that's something we do. That seems to be an option. Ah. Excellent. That could have gone worse. A bit more dex would be nice. Now let's go see what we can't do about this bugger. Let's poison up our blade. Now let's see if that will last long enough for us to just poison him up good and proper. Well, we staggered him, so that's good. Yeah, good fight. Not so bad at all. Now we'll head down and grab the old Lord's Talisman, because there might be someone there for us as well. Because Sammy was one of the people that might be getting the all legendary weapons achieve. And in order to do that, we had to encourage someone to show up down here, and I think we've done what we need to do to make that happen.